Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm back from vacation. We have 1 week to the day until we are strapping into race cars and going racing to start off the 2026 season. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't yet already, because it helps me a ton with everything imaginable. The algorithm, ad revenue, everything else, I guess, views, whatever else goes into these type of channels. It is what it is. But again, thank you guys for all your support over the years and all of the times that you've shared my channel, that you've commented, that you've done something to help me out. Just anything, any little thing will help. So anyway, the best way that you can actually help the channel, especially since it's now racing season, is you can go over to GleasonBrosRacing.com, get your race team merch. By the way, I am getting the car wrapped this week. It is going to be nice and fresh for when we go out there on the track. And mostly since the setup's already done, we'll clean it up. We'll throw it on scales one more time. We'll prep everything and roll it in the box to go racing. So, before that though, I do have a little bit of fun to do. Got the family out here, and I've got a whole set. I don't really know if it's the whole set, but I got a box of Stafford Speedway trading cards, and we're going to open them and see if we can find me. So I'm going to start handing these out. Here you go, boy. Here you go, dear.
Yay! I get one too?
Yeah, you get one too.
Oh,
Here you
boy.
go. You get one. And we're going to start opening them to see if we can find me, and whoever finds me first. All right, let's see who's got me.
All right.
Because I'm supposed to be in there. Yeah, it's, oh yeah.
Which one do I open?
Let's see. I'm just going to give all these cards away to these people when I see them. I swear to God. Nope, that's not got me in it.
Nope, not this one.
Watch me have paid $100 for these, and I won't be in any of them.
Don't say that.
No, don't say that. No, you have to be in one of them. No,
that would be
don't
my
jinx
luck.
it. Don't jinx it. How many packs of these?
Hey, I got you!
Kidding.
Yeah, I got it! Yay!
Oh, so, alright, so you're looking for the card?
All right, the wife wins.
I gotta look better.
Oh, by the way, they show you how many wins you got with the little...
Oh, cool.
See that? Hey, the wife found me.
Yay!
All right, so she's the winner.
Yay!
And I think we're just going to keep opening and see if there's any other special ones around. So $100, 156 cards later, that was the only one we found. That was it. No specials, no anything else. But we didn't get skunked, so that's a good thing. I think we'll go put this in a card protector in the house and probably put it in the office. That's pretty cool, though. At least we got one. And I found about 5 or 6 copies of the same driver across multiple divisions, but only found one of myself. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to get back to work. I am probably just going to start working on stuff to get to the track because I have the parts and I just came back from vacation. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go hop over on the trailer and start getting those brakes done so that my trip to the track and back home is going to be a lot safer. another huge waste of money. Not this. This is never wasted. That. New hubs and bearings and brake drums are on. I adjusted them. These apparently were the self-adjusting type. These are not. These are more traditional. That's fine. I can live with that. I can easily get under there and adjust that. I also noticed that these magnets were way smaller than the... Oh, I must have come dislodged when I threw it. Way smaller than the ones I just got. And they don't seem to move. Huh. Anyway, but the new ones are like this much bigger. So the more surface area you have on those, the more stopping power you're going to have with your brakes. And getting those done is peace of mind that I literally cannot put a price on, because I can't tell you how unbelievably nerve-wracking and stressful it is to drive a trailer where the brakes don't really work, especially when you have this kind of investment in it, and your truck and the trailer itself, all your tools, everything just kind of loaded into that thing. You need brakes, and they have to work. And since there's 3 different ways that I can go to Stafford, the first way is mostly highway, but it takes you to the most hilly section of anywhere around here, and the hills are massive. There's 2 or 3 9% grades on it, and if you're towing a trailer down that, you're murdering brakes. I mean, I don't have a Jake brake in my truck. I don't have a manual transmission. It's hard to get down those hills without heating them up. I mean, I'll burn the brakes out of it. It sucks. It's the quickest way, but it tears the hell out of your equipment. I'd rather take the other 2 ways. The first way kind of loops a little further around. It goes through kind of a built-up area, but it's a very straight route. You stay on one route, you go there, it takes you about an hour and 15 minutes because you're going all back roads. The way that I go is a third way, and it incorporates a little bit of both. It cuts off the huge corner of the built-up area around, like, I'd say Willimantic or something. You cut off that giant section, and it's about an hour and 10 minutes door to door. And it's got a lot less traffic. It bypasses a lot. And I took that way because these brakes were so bad that I had to find a way without traffic. But I'll be honest with you, when you're stressed out towing a trailer going to or coming from the racetrack, it's nice to have no traffic, even if you have a functional trailer. So peace of mind, you can't put a price on. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. It's been a long afternoon. I literally just drove back from vacation today. So I was in a car for at least 4 hours. And that's not a long time, but when you're trying to get stuff done during the day, you're a little tired from travel. So just the fact that I got the trailer brakes done is pretty fantastic. We're a week ahead of time, and the trailer's done. Now I just got to clean it out, get the truck ready, and we got to get the car ready. It's not quite done. I got my graphics guy coming. We're going to freshen it up. He'll be here in a few days. But until then, I'm going to go inside and watch the O'Reilly Series race. And I'll see you guys later. Well, it's a few days later. After putting the trailer brakes on, I decided to just kind of, sit around and hang out for a day. We had a whole week at the time, and I figured with the car already being on scales and only really needing a wrap, which is getting done in a few days, we're going to get it done before it actually happens, so fingers crossed. Everything seemed fine. I mean, the car ran. It was on scales. Trailer brakes are done, which, by the way, I backed my truck up and hit the button, and you can hear them from the cabin. They're loud, which is probably good. So either way, I just kind of took a break, and then I worked on my road car, which, if some people may know, it is a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the thing is a pain in my ass. Took it to vacation, like 4 hours away, and flawless. Perfect. Has a new TIPM, new battery. Everything's programmed. Everything's fine. It was flawless. The AC even started working better. So I'm like, well, good. A $140 bottle of recharge I bought, I guess I didn't need. Oh, well, that's fine. I'll hold on to it. But completely flawless. Drove it hundreds of miles on vacation, just going around doing things. Flawless. Perfect. Drive it home. Flawless. The next day, go to the pharmacy. Perfect. Fine. It's no problem. Get in it after picking up a prescription or whatever we were doing there. Hit the button, check engine light comes on. Okay. So I drive it. It's perfectly fine. Drives perfectly fine. However, all the buttons in the center stack don't work. You know, all the ones for the HVAC and the radio dials and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. But the touchscreen works just fine. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Spend the entire morning on it. Here, today. Can't find a damn thing. Nothing. So I just pulled the center stack out, unplug it, plug it back in, clear the codes. It's fine again. I think that thing might see a trip to CarMax pretty soon to go away, but I don't know. We'll digress. I want to put this onto at least scale pads so that I can have the front end rolled onto turning plates and we can check geometry. If we can get geometry done, that's another thing crossed off the list. I have so much to do, it's unbelievable. Now, while I'm not worried about the car itself, I am kind of worried about the state of this place because, oh boy, do I have a lot of stuff to clean up. And working around here has become quite tedious. All of this stuff just kind of laid out from doing Jeep work. But what I need is to make sure this particular box is ready to go with whatever tools we're going to use and whatever parts that we're going to hide in there. But the lid also kind of needs to close. And when I was working on the brakes on the trailer, I heard quite a loud thud come from the inside, and I'm kind of worried about opening that door and finding the stuff that I bought upside down in there. So I'm going to take a minute, get this stuff cleaned up first so that I can actually work. And then I'm going to put it on the ground, and we're going to check tire pressures, make sure they're okay, and roll it onto turn plates and get my tools out so that we can check geometry. Well, might as well see what's falling over in this thing, because we're going to have to get this ready pretty soon too. Ready? Oh. Well, at least all the drawers fell out of it, so now I can just take them all out and make it easier to move, I guess. Fine. Quick tech tip for the day. You got one of these cheap Harbor Freight multimeters here. It says right in the back here, do not remove. I think it says do not open or something like that. But if the battery ever runs out on it and you don't feel like buying another one, they take 9 volts. Just replace the 9-volt battery. And yeah, there we go. It's perfectly fine. That's pretty sweet. It's not some stupid watch battery. It's nothing crazy. It's just a 9-volt. That's awesome. Are you guys anything like me? And you keep bin for like spare tools? I just hang on to everything. Whatever bin I get my hands on, I just throw extra tools in it. I have extra tool boxes. I just kind of keep everything just in case I need something. And then years and years later down the road when I never use them, then I get rid of them. Who are we kidding? I never get rid of anything. But I did put up something that's going to help us a lot long term. Check it out. Picked it up out of the trailer thanks to my wife who helped me pick all the 100 drawers up that fell over. These up top all have stuff in it from when I bought it. Apparently somebody was some kind of a fabricator because it's all screws and pop rivets and hooks and all sorts of stuff. So I started putting things in it. I've got pop rivets kind of going in it. It's things like that. I am going to spend the rest of my life figuring out where to put all my fasteners and stuff. But, you know, labeling it's going to be one thing, putting things in there is another. And I've been working on this so long, I haven't even put the car on the ground yet. So I think it's about time we start doing that. Well, that went well, guys. It went really well. I don't even know if you can see me, but I gotta put the hub dust caps back on, which these are billet as opposed to some stamped piece of sheet metal that you buy in a Dorman package at your local auto parts store. It's really nice. It just takes 3 times as long to put on. But I was surprised at how close the numbers were that I wanted. And I said, you know what? That's good. Because that saves me a whole heck of a lot of effort, because sometimes if you don't get the numbers you want and you can't get it because of the rules, because in these cars, with the way they make the rules, they allow you to do some things, but they don't allow you to do other things. One of those things that's really difficult is camber in these cars. It's really hard to get the number you really need, and it's not impossible, but it's, let's just say it's damn near close. And you got to be awfully clever if you want to get it. And sometimes clever people are a little too clever. You know, I don't think I'm that clever, but I'm just going to put these dust caps on. I think I'll leave it on the ground, probably roll it back. Once we're done with that, I'm going to leave it here and just kind of let it settle, because I think we're going to send it onto the scales tomorrow one last time. And then I'll put it back in the air and just kind of grease stuff. I want to grease the front suspension components. I want to grease the steering, get under, do the drive shaft real quick, put a wrench to some things, just once over the car, one final time real quick. But as soon as I put that dust cap on, I got to get out of here. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Of course, as soon as I put the camera away, the thing fell off everything by rolling off as I was trying to push it back. So that's fun. It's the next day after the car rolling off the blocks debacle. It's nice and clean, though. It's not bad. It doesn't look too horrible. I got my delivery. 2 brand new trailer tires. Because I have this one here that's a spare. She's a little kind of, I don't know, she ain't dry rotted. Well, no, now it finally is. I guess it's finally starting to dry rot. But that's okay. Rim's a little bit worse for wear, but it's just flaky rust. I'll clean it up with a wire brush and spray it again. Not too horrible. Like I said, she's got a little age to her, but that's okay. Clean her up a bit. That would make a good spare. Now, I have a spare on the trailer now because this tire here, you can see it's a little funky looking. Well, she might have let go. So getting that off is going to be, well, I don't think it'll be that difficult because I can just use the bead breaker. Luckily, these are all 15-inch wheels. I have a 15-inch bead breaker. I also have the Harbor Freight bead thing there. Just kind of rotting outside. This was a new tire last year. Oh well. I had 4 new tires on this trailer to start last year off. And, well, stuff happens. But I should have at least 1, maybe 2 spares. And maybe they'll all be the same size because that thing's huge. Also got to get the car back on these blocks. I want to get them on blocks that I want to look under it. I'm not liking the front end geometry because I didn't notice it before. But I'm kind of looking at the steering and I'm like, I could do way better than that. And so I'm going to try. We're going to put it up in the air. I'm going to go dig through my parts boxes and see what I can do because, nah, not a big fan. Again, bro? Seems like every day you guys fly over here. I must live in some kind of a fly zone or something because I get C-130s all the time buzzing the treetops and light aircraft, and boy, it's weird. It's just a lot of airplanes around here. doing tires by hand, it's always going to be difficult, but that was especially so. That sucked a lot. Thankfully, I had one of these bead blasters here I bought off of Amazon. That was, I forget how expensive, but couldn't have been that much. But it's only capable of whatever my air compressor will make, and its tank is really not big, but I've never used that thing so much in my life, and it was terrible. But the only way I got it done was by that guy, and brute strength, and anger, I guess, because this one that I just painted, and then it rained, so it's all cold. So it's all full of water, which is great for the finish. Went on the worst. It was the easiest to take off and most difficult to get back on, but it's on, and I'm just glad we got one together here. No, two of them, actually. That one blew up, new tire. By the way, the build, let me see. What's the one? I think this one was the oldest one that I took off. I think the build, or what do you call it? Date, molding date or whatever it is. Yeah, there it is. 9 of 17. And this one is, let's see if we can even find it on this guy. Okay, apparently it was on the side that got destroyed, so I'm gonna have to go over here and look. Yep. 42-24. 42nd week, 2024. And there's this one. It's almost exactly 1 year different, 43-25. Which will tell you exactly when I bought my last set, which is pretty much exactly the same time of the year. So that sucked a lot. That was unfun, as I like to say. But we're going to paint them black and hit the, well, we usually hit the track, but we're going to hit the road with those, I suppose. So, all right, we're going to probably call it for the night because that sucked. And to be honest with you, the car is really not too bad. I looked under it, did a little bit of adjusting to the steering because it wasn't very happy with what I saw. And all we have to really do is check tow, roll it on scales one last time, and roll it like in the trailer. We're done. Except for getting it wrapped, which is supposed to happen tomorrow. Hopefully that will happen. Because I'd really hate to go up there with duct tape numbers on it. Oops. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for more fun and games. Okay, next day. Got a text from my wrap guy, and he says he's running really behind, so he wondered if it was cool if he could come tomorrow morning when I'm at work, and I'm like, yeah, go ahead. It doesn't make any difference to me whether it's done tonight or tomorrow morning. If it's done tonight, okay, it's done tonight. If it's done tomorrow morning, I'm not working on it tomorrow until I get home from work anyway, so what's the difference? Either way, it's going to get done, so I don't really care. I'm in the shop just kind of looking it over. I got a few things I want to nut and bolt, and then I'm going to roll it on scales. That way I have at least a whole other day tomorrow in case something's wrong. Like, let's be fair, winter was a little tough, and I'm middle-aged. So I'm wondering if I got a little fatter, and I'm hoping the left side weight number is okay. It should be, considering what it was, but I want to make sure. Now, we're just going to roll it on scales. I have started the process of cleaning out the trailer. I also made a few adjustments to the tow bar because it's got this, you know what, I might as well show you while I'm sitting here. Now it's a flat bar, it's got a really small flat plate on it, and I've noticed that sometimes the middle will touch the ground and it'll kind of rock, so I put a 1/2-inch bar on each side. That way, at least now it should prop it up enough, and it actually gets this closer to the center line of the tire. But the trailer's coming clean. I'm starting to wipe the car down and make sure that I get everything tight and just making sure we got enough time to, in case something happens, we'll be good. I also have been playing with my new toy. TikTok shop got me again, and I'm like, well, you know, it would be good to have. That way I could diagnose if a spark plug is actually bad or not. So I was kind of busy playing with that thing, and it's kind of cool. It does work really well. Just don't touch it. Make sure you use the cover because it shocks like hell. Well, for as little time as I spent on the scales, it actually went really well. Sat in the car and got some numbers, wrote them all down, and I was not close on a left side weight like I thought I'd be. It was actually a little low on it, if I'm honest, but I was thinking about moving some, but I'm like, that's kind of borderline, why bother? So I also went through the front end, and I checked out that bad steering component that I had yesterday that I had replaced, and I actually had to check the toe anyway, so I'm like, I might as well replace it now. And it turned out that after replacing that, steering was about 5/8 of an inch out. So I'm like, okay, that needs to be wrangled back in a little bit. Got it back to a much more comfortable level, and I'm just kind of once-overing it right now. I've also been going through the trailer and making sure that everything in there is pretty hunky-dory. I checked the generator, and I got that kind of running, and I put some gas in it. And I also checked the oil in it, which I haven't done yet because I basically bought it and put oil in it and then ran it for like 2 years. It was a little low, but it wasn't too bad. I got to now pack at least one trailer spare. I don't think I'm going to put that in the trailer, though. I might put that in the truck bed just for packaging's sake, because I got to bring like 6 rims with me to go buy 6 tires for the first race of the year. And I got 2 cans of gas, and I got all sorts of stuff. But I did check the air tank. That's good to go. Everything here is good to go. We just literally have to just pack the trailer and put the car in after it gets lettered tomorrow. I also went through and gave a good grease to this thing. A couple joints kind of needed it. Drive shaft looked like I hadn't touched it in a while. Took a minute for the grease to come out of there too. So got that all situated, and that should do it. I mean, other than working on setup stuff, which I'm going to need to feel what we're making the changes for on track, it's kind of difficult to make any changes now since we haven't been there since October, and who knows what's going to be different. So we're just going to have to go test it out to see how it feels and make changes after that. So I think I'm going to be pretty much just cleaning up in here for the rest of the night, and hopefully Tommy will come tomorrow and we'll get the car wrapped up, and I'll come back out here tomorrow night, probably roll her in the trailer, but for now it's going to go in the air. Be prepped for that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, with a wrapped race car. Okay, it is the last day before we go racing, and I have a treat. Ready? It's deja vu all over again. Yes, I know, it's exactly the same. You know why? I think I've told you guys plenty of times. Because the t-shirts and stickers and everything that you guys bought are still valid. If you bought a shirt, if you bought a sticker, if you bought anything with the car on it from GleasonBrosRacing.com, it's still going to be valid. So that's exactly why I did this. I was not willing to put the people who put good hard-earned money into my merch and just say, you know what? Go buy another one. Now yours doesn't work anymore. It's a different car. Nah. I'm not that way. I don't want to do that. I mean, if I had, a million subscribers or something like that, if I had millions of people watching these videos, maybe we could get away with it because it'd be like, oh yeah, we made it look cool. We did this. I don't have that many, and I know there's a lot of you that, probably are blue-collar people just like me and don't want to have to spend another hard-earned dollar on something you already spent money on. It's going to be the same. You bought a shirt, it's going to be the same this year. All right, so what we have to do is get the door bars put back on, because now that the thing's wrapped, we can put the bolts through the body, get that all set up, and then we can, I think my brother's going to come and help me load it. We have to bleed the brakes first, though, because I just want to do a little bit of a cycle to it, make sure that they work okay, and make sure that we don't, just everything is perfect. The pedal feels fine, but I want to make sure, because I had to have a brake line off at one point because I had to do that master cylinder thing. I did bleed it with a self-bleeder, but you know how I feel about those. Also, I got to finish cleaning out the trailer. My wife's flowering tree has been dropping all sorts of stuff on us all day, which you can see is, it used to be beautiful for about a week, and then it's not anymore. But I got to find a place for all these pieces of sheet metal. Everything else seems to be pretty good. We just got to put some tools in here and stuff. But I also finally got around, since they were wrapping the car, to fixing my LED light. So, oh God, that's bright. So that if it's dark, we can go load. And I made this little tab here to hold it onto the wall. Apparently I had wired it wrong to this light here, and I'd wired it to the wrong side of it, so no wonder it wouldn't work. But good old T-Moose switches, and it's back working again. She is in the box, ready to go for the first race of the 2026 season. Wasn't long ago I was thinking I would never say those words, but here we are. By the way, you want to see how bright the lights are that I fixed? And there, surface of the sun. Just don't forget to turn them off when you leave for the night, because traffic will hate you and you might get pulled over. So anyway, I just have a few more things to get gathered up. I mean, I think I just got to get helmet, Hans, gloves, suit, shoes. I think earbuds. They all got to go in there, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's been a long 6 months. Pretty sure it's been 6 months, or it's been 200 days or something like that, which might be more. I'm not sure how long that is, but it's been a while. And I didn't mind I didn't mind having some time off, but you know what, being back to racing, this is what I've done forever, and this is what my family's done forever, and I'm looking forward to see how we do. I mean, the real reason that I race is mostly because it's an academic exercise for me. I just kind of want to learn things and apply them, and winning is pretty fun. You know, that's pretty great too. So my whole goal this season is going to be just take it one race at a time. Don't do anything dumb like you did last year a couple times. And just kind of, you know, finish as well as you can, and make sure you try to finish every damn race. And the grind's going to suck, but we're going to try it again. And I will see you guys for that bright and early tomorrow morning. Here we go again. Back for a new season. First practice report. It's been a while. I would have been better off if I had some clean racetrack. I didn't have clean racetrack. I had a slower car ahead of me. But the car was massively tight anyway, so I was just out there breaking in new tires, and they're not good. So I'm like, we'll get a few heat cycles in it, they'll start gripping again, and we got to make some adjustments to loosen it up. But we were better on entry than last year, just that we're tight everywhere else, which kind of sucks. So we're going to have to work on it, but go out for practice 2 in a couple minutes. Well, here's your practice and heat race report for the remainder. Second practice, the car was awesome. Second fastest on the track, no problem. It felt great. Went out and went for the heat race, and the car was just as awful as the first practice, and we didn't change anything. Go figure. So I don't really know what to do now, except for just keep making adjustments to try to make it better, because nothing we seem to do is working. We got it to a point in the second practice where, hey, it's fine. Now it's junk again without touching it. I don't know what to do. So, it seems to only want to run with warm tires. So, I'm going to go put fuel in it, set the bar, and hope for the best again. brakes in that accident.
I knew something was wrong. I don't know what happened.
I lost my brakes.
Fronts or rears?
Front.
Okay.
Left front probably took it off.
Pull the hood?
I would have had a shot at it at least, motherfucker.
So when you took the green flag on that restart, you go into turn one, didn't have any brakes.
Oh, I knew I didn't have any brakes. That's why I went in
that's
so
what I'm
easy.
saying.
Yeah.
When you went in on that restart outside of Waterman.
No brakes.
That's what I thought.
I just barely saved it. I had no brakes.
Well, you did a great job, considering.
Lost brakes.
You lost brakes going into one on the restart.
I was shocked that they gave.
There's the problem. Brent, here's the problem.
What is it?
Rip a line off?
The line is gone.
The line is gone?
No, it's there.
It's there. It just broke off the fitting.
Oh, no wonder I didn't have front brakes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, that sucks. This really sucks knowing you got a shot at the thing and knowing you have no brakes. Oh well.
Yes, we beat the rain. Thank you to Stafford for that. We
Barely.
lucked out, and I mean, literally hours to spare.
Yeah.
An unpredictable phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Barely beat the rain. I mean, they barely beat the rain with all their divisions somehow. But man, that was quite the adventure. That was I don't know. That's one of the most weird experiences I think I've had at the racetrack, because we had the car be tight in first round practice. Mm-hmm. Then it was what was it?
It would turn.
It was perfect second round.
Yeah, it turned.
And then in the heat race, it was right back
Did not turn.
to being tight and didn't turn.
Not whatsoever.
And then we threw the sink at it, even rolled it over to scales, and it was literally loose.
Loose.
Yeah, bad loose in the feature. And I'm like,
Yep.
how much did we have to?
I
don't
watching
know.
the race, and I'm like, oh God, Brent's starting to. Oh, I'm ready to walk into the pits. I'm like, he sucks. The car's gonna suck. It's not handling great. We're gonna have a bad finish tonight. I'm ready to walk into pits, and then all of a sudden, holes open up, and everyone starts to wreck
Yep.
and get out of the way. And Brent finds the holes and goes way forward, and then all of a sudden, the people at the very front wreck. They wreck again, and then Brent gets caught up in it. Nowhere to go. So, oh God, we're back. We're going backwards. Oh, we're going backwards. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute. They're going to give him his spot back. His spot back.
Yeah.
They gave you your spot back with Ryan Waterman and everything.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the emotions are great. We're back up front. Okay, we're on the outside pole. Okay, maybe we'll get a top 5 or a podium, maybe, or whatever. Then, we got problems. And Brent's going to the back. I'm like, oh, kill me now. Kill me now. I need a drink. Kill me now.
Yep.
So that's what happened. And then it's like, okay. And well, in a little bit, you'll figure out, that it's actually not that bad.
No. Honestly, we finished 7th. And the fact that we even finished is unbelievable.
Brent's like, is there anything leaking under the car?
There ain't nothing left to leak, bud.
What did we find?
So Jesse finds this little guy.
Hello there. You're supposed to be attached to this. Hello.
Yeah, there's no fluid left to come out because you pumped it all out.
That's supposed to stop the car, and it doesn't.
How many times have we had that happen on this car?
Are we serious? So, yeah, that happened in probably one of the wrecks. Probably the wreck that Brent had nowhere to go, and it stopped and jerked the wheel, and it ended up ripping it out.
It ended up hitting the lower.
Hello. Yep. Right down there.
See that witness mark? Right there on the bottom, it hit the lower.
So all 4 corners are bent. we have problems, and we're in street stocks are in mid-season form, and honestly,
Regular season 4.
and yet we can't complain because it was a good bad day.
Yeah. It was. That's the theme of this. It was a good bad day. We finished 7th with a car that barely had rear brakes. I mean, barely. I went into turn 1 when I restarted 2nd, and I said, I'm pumping the brakes under caution. I'm like, this thing's not slowing down, dude. This is going to be real bad. So I limped it off into turn 1 thinking maybe that'll be enough. Nope. Rear brakes locked up. I went straight up the racetrack. I'm like, this is bad.
Here, let me show you your impression of what happens when you have rear brakes only in a car that doesn't have a locked rear end, which means only the left rear tire is spinning. Okay? Yeah. Let me show you what happens to the if you have all the brakes here, this wheel wants to go up and down like that, and so it sounds like this. That's what it sounds like.
You ain't wrong. Although my car, with the brakes the way they are, it tends to slide more than hop. So
that's because you add gas to it. You
Yeah.
add a little throttle to it. And because you're smart and you drive your way out of it. You have to actually give it throttle in order to stop that from happening.
yeah.
Or else you're dead meat.
It felt like, and I might remember to put it up in the video to go look at that link, but it felt like when I drove it off into turn 1 when we first had the car built and went to test session, and I bent the rear clip on the wall because I had no brakes and didn't know it. At least this time I knew it and was able to kind of get out of the gas early, and it still almost didn't work, but it's in mostly one piece. The sides don't look too bad.
What's the phrase, Brent? What's the phrase that's the most cliche? At least you
Rolled it in the trailer.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I drove it in the trailer.
There you go.
Barely. I'm glad I have a stop block in my trailer. So we're going through it. We're cleaning it up, but it needs a little bit of attention. It needs a little porta power action on the corners to get the body back straight.
All
but
4 corners.
pretty much all 4 corners. Last year we wiped the sides off and left the corners. This year we got all the corners and left the sides. So it's like, whatever. But, I mean, a couple of the guys who finished in front of us are part-time this year, and so it didn't hurt us too bad. So if you're going to have a bad day, at least make it a single-digit finish. So for points, it's not going to hurt too bad. But that's going to do it for this video. I got a lot of work to do. At least we have a week off next week. We're not racing next week. They give us a little week off.
Because they know that we're all going to crash, and we all need to fix our stuff.
Right. And it rains a lot in New England, which, guess what? It did.
Thank you for
And
that.
it's currently doing it right now, but I got to get out of here. I got to go edit this video.
You gotta get something to eat.
Yeah, although I had a track cheeseburger and a beer, but that was consolation for this. So check out the merch store, GleasonBrosRacing.com. Get your shirts, hats, stickers. Check it out. He's even got one on. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I got one on. Forgot all about that. Yeah, he's got the team shirt on. I have the... What do I have on? I have the Spank the Field shirt on. That's a fun one. Cheap. They're comfortable shirts. They're really good quality. Stickers are great. The hats are nice. We have tumblers. Those things are really awesome.
My cup of coffee was my breakfast and lunch today because it was yay big.
Yeah, it's like a 40-ounce tumbler.
And, yeah, I put protein powder in it.
Yeah.
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 Wonderful.
And it stays cold for 12 hours or it stays hot for 12 hours. So... GleasonBrosRacing.com. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I got to wrap this up. We're taking way too much time. Tell your friends, family, whoever. It's racing season. I will see you again in 2 weeks to go racing, but next week we're still going to have a video because we got a lot of stuff to fix. Not only on this, trailer needs help too. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you all for watching.